All right, this is Dr. Hood, and we back with another one, H19D. If you didn't know, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications. Okay, I found the video between the young lady and Tommy SOTOMAYOR, and we're just gonna go through it clip by clip. I'm gonna try not to stop it so much. I'm gonna just get to the points. You know, I watched this previously before I'm doing this, so you know this isn't one of my organic reactions. This is one that I actually checked it out before, and let's get into it.
Then you should want to be challenged if you're having a discussion. Why is it that we can only talk to people who agree with us?
Facts.
That's what's making America like
So can I ask
soft.
that question?
Yeah, go ahead. That was the question.
No, it wasn't. So I don't know if you've seen. I unfollowed you.
Oh shit!
You gonna refollow me?
I will, but only if it's convenient for me to follow you. So can you turn that shit off?
No, they can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so
They can hear
I
you.
unfollowed you because every time I go on my Instagram, I see you downplaying black women. As in to the point where I don't see no other race, but you always posting something about a black woman did this.
Okay, that's a problem, you know, and she chose this platform to address it, which I think is perfect because, you know, I've watched this Fresh and Fit podcast a couple times, and it's a bunch of bougie dudes on here, and I do notice when a black female gets on the panel or gets in the discussion, they don't give that same energy to them. You know, I don't know if the guys I think they're foreign. I don't know about this Tommy SOTOMAYOR. I don't know where he's from. You know, if he's from South Central Los Angeles or New York or you know, if he's from this soil and you're a black person, it's gonna be a lot different than the views, because, you know, if you're African or, you know, if you're from Eritrea or whatever, you know, I got a lot of brothers from those areas. They just kind of view things a little different than somebody that's been living in America their whole life or generations in their family, you know, been living in America. So that she got a problem with that. I think that's a legitimate issue. I think she chose this platform to discuss that, and I think she did it in a respectable manner. Now, if it got out of hand, we'll get into that. But let's run the clip.
Or what they were doing, and I'm like, nigga, you black yourself, what are you doing? So I got tired of seeing it, and I want to just say the one that got to me, the one that made me unfollow you, was the one with the lady that had the wig or something like that, and I guess you know which one I'm talking about.
I don't, because I talk about ladies in wigs a lot, so I was like, what?
Exactly, and they're all black. So it's just like,
Yeah, well, they're laughing at because they're making it seem like black women are the only ones that wear wigs, and I'm not here advocating for women with wigs. You know, on my channel, we don't really do the wig thing either. You know, I'm not really trying to be messing with a woman, you know, because I think it's a confidence thing. You know, some women will blame it on, you know, the time of day, and, you know, they're too busy and they can't do this, they don't have time, and, you know, all of this. Well, if you don't have time to do that, then it's not you. Okay? So, but for those guys that laugh and heckle and, you know, like acting like this lady is you know what I'm saying, it's bougie. It's bougie to do. You know, in this situation, if you're black and it's a predominantly not black panel, then you should be definitely on her side with a lot of things. As far as when it goes to heckling and things like that. And the other two dudes, they goofy as hell. You know, they really are. And this is supposed to be this manosphere, all this shit. You know, they got Future's little intro playing at the beginning. If you catch me cheating, I will never tell her sorry, and all of this shit. But those be the main motherfuckers kissing ass trying to tell her sorry and shit. So you never really can know, who's genuine and who's real on these spaces.
It's just like I was cool, I was really cool, everything, but
what was it on there that bothered you? What was it about that post?
It was specifically, you were saying something about I guess she was playing you or something. Somebody that reported your page. I don't really know. I followed you about a week ago, so I really don't remember. Okay. It was around my dad's death, but I didn't want to see it on my TL because I'm like, damn, Tommy, like I thought you was better than that.
Better than what? Well, okay. I explain it to people like this. One, I don't understand why black women get to tell a black man because you're black, you can't talk about this group.
Well, you can, but if you're doing it in a joking, blasphemous way in front of a bunch of white chicks and trying to impress them by taking shots at a black queen, we'll get into that. Rather if she's a sex worker or not. Half of these chicks that be on here, be on OnlyFans, they sex workers too. Okay? So my thing is treat them with the same goddamn respect. They pussy stink just like hers, if that's what she's out there doing. You feel me? So I don't see what's the difference and why it should be a big issue. That woman is obviously going through something. Why make it a big ass issue, and why are the other dudes giggling and joking and shit? And you act like you black too. Like if you're gonna be in America running this black car, then you gotta follow fucking suit too. I don't give a fuck what country you're from over here at Dr. Hood. Okay? Nipsey wouldn't do it. You feel me? He's from here, but his parents is not, or one of his parents is not. He grew up that way, And so I don't believe that he would be sitting up here bashing a black woman in front of a whole bunch of white girls. That's mistake number one as a fucking black man. This is something that we don't fucking do. We don't see a bunch of white boys doing this shit. They talk about the shit. They do the, they're not just disrespecting bitch, all of this shit. And I'm going to get into the clip because I don't want to go too far.
You can't.
Well, hold on. If you go to ESPN, you're going to get sports. You're not going to get politics, you're going to get sports. So when people come to me, they're going to hear me talk about what I think is the problem. Okay. I think we have a lot of issues, and I think they are starting with the idea of our women. So I will speak on that. Now, you can go to another guy and hear him young Pharaoh tell you about how black women are God and then cheat on y'all and beat you. You can go hear that if you want. But I think it's odd that you're willing to listen to somebody
I think it's odd that how you get on another YouTuber and tell people to say, you go over there and just give him, his little bit of information just because he wants to respect a black woman, that he has a violent altercation with a girlfriend. That doesn't define who you are as a man. And I'm not taking up for young Pharaoh, but I've listened to his channel before, and he has far more intellectual substance than just that what he said you can go to his channel for, and that's kind of dropping salt. But I guess that's what it is with this YouTube. Everybody's fighting over subscribers. Okay?
Tell you how great you are and you kings and queens and how you're the most beautiful thing on the earth, but you're not listening to somebody say the other side. It's the same thing I was saying on the discussion. Why not hear more than one side? So you can go to somebody else and hear them tell you all the things that make you feel good. Mm-hmm. But if you come to me, I'm going to tell you the opposite, because why do you need to hear that? And the last thing is...
because you need to uplift them. And if you're doing it to the other chicks, making them feel special and, catering to them, then why don't you cater to your own? Okay? And the way you act and the way, these females come, that's going to determine the outcome ultimately. But from this clip right here, this black woman hasn't done anything. So far.
I grew up in a family, and most of us grew up around black folks. If you grew up with a black mom, a black grandmama, or a black aunt, it's funny how we listen to those who supposedly love us, talk to us and say, sit your black ass down, don't do this, slap you when you get... You can listen to your mama who had you talk to that way, but not a guy who you don't know, who you could simply unfollow. That lets me know a lot of people are soft. I can follow someone and I will argue, not you're black, so you can't talk about blacks. I'll say, does what you say have merit? I don't care if a white person's talking about blacks. Because here's what's funny. You don't want a black man to talk about black women. But if a white woman did it, would you listen to that? Nope. You say she was racist.
Well, if you talking about wigs and stuff, you talking about your nappy head ass mama. You know, I don't know rather if she wears a wig or not. But, you know, if you talking about a black woman's hair, if that's the only thing you can think of to downgrade them and you're not doing anything to uplift, I think it's a major problem. And a lot of these channels, I'm not gonna say most, you know, that's stupid to say most, but there are a lot of channels that they spend 90% of the time downgrading the black woman. And a lot of these guys are in relationships and married and got kids with white women. Okay?
If anybody else did, so who can talk about it?
So my problem, I ain't gonna say problem. My whole debate is why you only target black? Like, I'm pretty sure white people get on you too. Dominican people.
That's who I know. That's who you know. Maybe I gotta go check out some of this guy's content. You know, that was a stupid ass remark. Why are you only targeting black women? You're not targeting all women. Because they all got problems in every community. Okay?
People get on you too. Why you don't say something about them?
When I say
Come
white
on
women,
now. I know every race get on your ass. You're Tommy.
When I say white women got flat, I did a whole song about white women and they flat ass.
We ain't talking about no songs. We talking about your post.
Maybe
When I say something about white people, they eat it.
Yeah, because he's black.
They eat it. I can get up in front of a comedy set, and I've done it several times, made fun of the white people in the audience. They eat it. They're not sitting around wearing their emotions on their shoulders, and white men.
Because if you're doing it in post, that's different than you're in a goddamn comedy club. You feel me? But obviously you don't understand that. Okay? And you said nothing to diffuse this situation. And this turned into a fight, or so allegedly turned into a fight. So that goes to show about the host and, you know, everybody else that's on the show and everything, that they would let something escalate, like a stupid ass conversation. Okay, and this guy moving the goalpost when she asked him a specific question as to why does he talk about black women. And he'll move the goalposts all the way to say that he talks to white people in a comedy club and they eat it. Okay? Just want to make sure you guys are here with me. Hit the like and subscribe button. Let me know y'all with me.
And don't go around talking about some call me king because we created the earth. There's only one group of people who keep giving themselves false praise. You want to get mad that somebody's talking about somebody wearing a
Okay,
wig.
but we should have every right to feel that.
And it's so funny to the little cornballs and shit. You know, they want to get on camera and snicker and laugh and shit. Because, dude, you know, I ain't gonna make no assumptions, but, you know, it's clear, bro. All I'm saying, if you in America and you running up under this black car, you know, you got to deal with the problems too. Okay? You just can't exclude yourself and just laugh and target, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of instigating plus the liquor. See, people never say that. when confrontation gets and shit gets out of hand, nobody never says nothing about the dudes that are snickering and laughing and, you know, the cameramen that are zooming in and, you know, all of this is going on. And this girl might be going through a ton of pain. And that's probably why she don't give a fuck. So you got to understand that when you're a man, and you got to know how to diffuse it. You know, if this woman is not, you know, somebody that you need to be sitting next to having this conversation with, then you should already know how far to go with a woman, or you should know when it's making that left turn. Okay?
That we
you can, and I have every right to say what I. But listen,
exactly.
What you just said. I don't go to other
you should know
stuff.
our background.
No, but yes. So if I would speak on it,
so we should have every right to feel that way.
I speak on it because I know the background. So if you can go on your stuff and talk about how great you are, and I don't go on there and tell you you can't, why would you follow me, see what I say, then come tell me what I can't say when you said you can say what you want?
That's true, though.
I always say this. Black women love to say how strong they are. If you're really strong, other people's opinion shouldn't bother you that much.
It don't bother you.
You're the most bothered,
But why would you want to talk about your...
But she just wanted to have that conversation with you. Okay? And I don't know what led up to this. You know, these guys be having these 2-3 hour shows. Okay?
Race.
They're not, listen, see what you're saying? Why would you want to talk about your own race? But if I sit there and said how great they were, you wouldn't say, why would you want to talk about your own race? So all I can do is big up a group of people?
I wouldn't.
All I can do is big up a group of people? You got to go to somebody else. Go to another dude who talk and big you up. I won't, because it's not my job. You live in America, but you can talk bad about America. They don't kick you out.
He said,
just miss the logic. Completely miss the logic.
Shay, what he's saying is that no one is above criticism. Regardless of where the criticism comes from, if it's a valid critique, a fact is a fact that does not change based on who's necessarily said.
They never argue what I say. It's just I'm black and I can't say it, which is a childish...
No, if you're attacking black women, that's all you do. And then you blame it on that's who you know. You're not good for this space. Okay? That means you're a small... You only know about a small percentage of the people in the country. Okay? And if you're not empowering them, then what the fuck are you doing? That's what she's asking you. And I haven't looked at your channel. You know, I'll go back through this again. You know, I haven't checked it out. You know, I'm not on this square ass bullshit, right? You feel me? But it looks to me that you're disconnected to the fact that if you're not saying anything to help, or if you're not doing anything to progress the black community, then we don't need you to tell them how to wear their hair if you're not going to give them anything else good to go with it. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to definitely check out your channel. You know, you might be a comedian. You might be doing this and doing that. You know, I don't know. I'm not into all that.
Argument.
You can say
a
whatever.
Midget can't talk about midgets because he's small. A fat girl can't talk about fat girls because she's
look
fat.
At these clown
That's
ass
a good
dudes.
comparison.
It gets silly. And like I said, when I brought up they're American, they were born in America, but sat right here and dissed the American government and said, all they do is lie. So you can but you're American.
Okay. And my point is, why every time I get on Instagram, you're the only person that's saying the same thing about...
So that was stupid as fuck, bro. That was stupid. So you can't say that the government lies and shit just because you're from America? Come on, man. Like, I don't even know. Are you from America? Are you from this soil? And then that's their fault for getting on this bougie ass shit, because they just doing their thing. You know, I can't just go into they square ass mind and square world, square ass reality, and act like Dr. Hood is supposed to fit. Because I would have stood up and said something, you know, if I had the knowledge. You feel me? And let dude know, like, you know, hey man, you know, you ain't even gotta argue with her, man. She's a female. Because some dudes know how to react, and these clown ass dudes, they just cool, like, yeah, let's get it on tape. Yeah, we're gonna get views, and you know, it's all about the money. But you're not doing shit for the culture. And the most viral moments is when it's a black girl on there. Okay?
About black women though. Like, you're the only one. Like, they people say what they say about Fresh and Fit, but I don't see it every day on them. Every time I go on my Instagram, you're just specifically only targeting black women. And I didn't like that because I'm like, damn, it ain't that deep. You don't gotta go that hard. So what, somebody said something about you, that don't mean you gotta do a whole post about a black person. I'm pretty sure white people, Dominican people,
Got a post about a white
Portuguese
girl right
people,
there.
everything say about you.
Is he diminishing them or perfecting them?
He literally tagging the people.
And then he's perfecting them, diminishing them. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay? What are we talking about here? You know? It's ridiculous. You need to get some real niggas on this show. You know? Because we just ain't having that. We're not going to just see one of our sisters just getting attacked and not say nothing. You know? Now, if that was an African girl sitting right there, they wouldn't be having that conversation. Because there's a lot of Africans that's wearing weaves and shit too. Okay? But if I guarantee you, if this girl wasn't from the United States, she wasn't an African American, then they wouldn't have that same energy. You see what I'm saying?
Whoever said that?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I ain't gonna say you're tagging,
See,
but
that's
you're
what I'm saying.
putting
Now
their
you're just gonna
picture.
keep saying
You're putting
things.
their picture on there.
So you get
You
that.
are.
I'm looking at my
You
I'm
are.
looking at my Instagram right now.
And I
my
don't follow.
own Instagram.
Do
I
you
dead
have-
ass don't follow.
Do you
I
have
don't follow.
white
But I'm
women?
looking at my Instagram
The
right
only
now
way
and
that I
scrolling
felt
my
some way
Instagram.
is because it's
Because
like
you
it's
saw what you
no
wanted
other
to
race
see.
you go so hard on but your own kind.
Right.
Because he cares.
Listen.
If he cared, he
if
wouldn't
it-
go so hard
You don't
on
tell
it.
me how to do what I do. I got my psychology degree. You didn't. So if
Okay,
you wanna
but I did
I've helped
study
more
psychology,
I've
so
helped
I know
more
the
people than
difference.
you. I've had more people say I've
Of
changed
course,
their
you're-
life.
Okay, so he busted her with the psychology thing, but you're tiptoeing around the fact, and she's making a valid ass point, and then you're coming at her like you're arguing with her. Like, for a second, I thought that you guys were right in the middle, but it looks like your chair done scooted over. You know what I'm saying? It seems like she's more like off the screen now. You see what I'm saying? In this argument, okay? Because you're trying to control the narrative, okay? And maybe that's because we'll get to it. We'll get into it. But there's something else going on between these two.
You're
Save
30
their
something.
life.
I'm only
No,
25,
actually
but I'm
40
very
something,
smart
but I
and
get
wise
it.
for my
the
age.
point is, do it your way. Don't tell me not to do it mine.
Of course. But I'm letting you know,
But I
you
didn't
can
care.
go a
But
whole
I
different
don't
way
care.
about it.
But I don't care. You do it. If you
Obviously.
know how to build a house better than me, you build it. Don't tell me to do it.
Okay, but I'm just
Damn.
letting you know, if I'm only
But
time
there's
that I
no
see, if
reason
I'm
to.
going on my
I
Instagram.
See, right then and there, these two clowns, and you know, some of you women will think these guys are like the hot dudes, or you know what I'm saying, but just straight clowns. You know, this guy right here, you know, with the bald head, you know, this guy right here, you know, like, dude, cut it off, bruh. It's done. It's over with, bruh. You see what I'm saying? And you running around on this cornball ass shit, bro. Just watching this girl. Like, if that was my cousin, that was my sister. You feel me? It didn't get too out of hand yet. But put yourself, because some of my real niggas that watch this channel and motherfuckers that want to level up on how to conduct ourselves out here in these streets, because the black woman's already under attack. You know? So, rather we like the way they act or whatever the fuck, whatever it is, that don't mean that we don't keep them up under our fucking wing and try to show them the fucking way. You know? And so, So these clowns could have easily just diffused it and said, all right, next subject, blah, blah, blah. It would have been over, right? But see, they 8 minutes into this argument, and we're gonna run it. We're gonna continue.
I don't care. That's exactly why I unfollowed you, because
I don't care.
I don't see nothing else but black people
I
that you
don't
post on your
care.
page.
So
you don't talk about no other race.
I don't care.
Well, he should have said that at the beginning if he doesn't care. He should have said, well, all I see is you do blah, blah, blah. He could have said, I don't care. Next subject. And we didn't even have to go down this alley.
Anybody
And
wants to
that's
unfollow me,
perfectly
unfollow me now.
fine.
I will say that
You
That's
can't unfollow my
perfectly
bank
fine.
account. I'm still rich, so I don't care
It
what
don't
people
matter.
don't follow.
Money don't make nobody.
No, apparently it does if you do the shit you saying you do
Obviously,
for it.
money don't make nobody.
Okay, so now he want to throw a dart. That's the first flagrant foul right there. Okay. He said, money don't count. She said money don't count. He said apparently so, because you do the things that you do for it. Just basically, I let him answer that.
You gonna sit there and talk bad about the thing that you.
And then these two dudes. Keep your eyes on these two dudes. They love it. They're like, oh man, we're about to get a check. It's the 20th. YouTube is paying. This is gonna be a good ass show. Everybody get paid on the 20th or 21st on YouTube. Dr. Hood already know. We done been through this. We done got plenty checks from YouTube. You feel me? So I know how this shit goes. I'm not just a YouTuber getting up on here telling. I'm letting y'all know that are not YouTuber. You guys are just here to hear this. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna tell you the real about everything. Okay? So that's what's going on. And these two little clown ass dudes, they won't step up to nobody. They won't go to South Central. They won't go to Central area, Seattle, Jackson, Union, Jefferson. They won't go to the highway. They're not going to those places talking that kind of way, because there's a lot of guys that, yeah, we might be a part of this manosphere. Yeah, we got a lot to give and a lot of game to give. We want to learn a lot, but we're not just having that. We're not just having that. Who was this? Yeah. I'm gonna get that. But let's keep it going.
You talked up. Jesus, why wouldn't someone listen to you when you say, I understand you don't like watching it? Don't watch it.
That's why
I don't like gay porn.
nigga.
I don't go around looking for it.
I unfollowed
And
you 2 weeks ago.
Okay, that's
I don't care. Jesus Christ.
Y'all about to have a
weeks ago.
I don't give a fuck.
Obviously
I
you
don't either.
do.
No, you brought it up.
Obviously you do,
You brought
because
it up.
look at
I
how
don't
hard
give
you're
a
getting
fuck.
mad.
Two,
Because he threw a dart at her, and now he because he should have just nipped it in the butt, at the beginning. Okay, he should have just nipped it in the butt, at the beginning. Oh man, they're not getting the picture. I'm busy. We're gonna do a hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're gonna do a part 3.